Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with the March's comic event, Day 2. Okay, last time we covered issues 1 and 2 of the Transformers Hearts of Steel, which takes place like during basically just the not even the Industrial Revolution. I think this is like closer to the end of the Industrial Revolution, but I'm not quite sure because that ended in like 1840, and to be honest, I don't really know when this is taking place. So, but links down below so you can follow along and everything. Because I forgot to mention that last time, but anyway. So today we're covering issues 3 and 4 of this sadly short-lived series. What will things conclude? Who knows? Anyway, we got some Starscream, and he got a fiery background there, and oh my god, it's Ravage. What the hell? What would he even transform into? Because they don't have cassette players. Does he turn into a Victrola? And also, if he's there, what is Soundwave? Wait, who is this guy? I don't remember this guy. Like, he looks vaguely familiar. Into a mechanical gorilla? What? Oh my god, it's a combiner. So the top half turns into a gorilla and the lower half into a mechanical eagle. You look familiar, but I, for the life of me, don't know which Transformer that is. And that irks me to no end. But, let's see here. Okay. Danged fools, Aaron. The high, arid wastes of Death Valley. There ain't nothing put here but sun and rocks. Boss man says, like I give a hang what? Okay, what? Okay, so we've got, I'm assuming this is another freaking gold shipment that the Decepticons are going to steal. The boss man says, come no further. Yep, there's, oh my god, is that who I think it is? Is that Rumble? I think it's Rumble. I mean, if we have Ravage, Rumble, him and Laserbeak, those were the three we always saw the most of. There was also, I forgot what the name of what, like some of the others were. But there was like 2 of them that were like basically just Rumble remixed. And then there was some for Blaster as well. But I don't remember. I wasn't as familiar with his Tapedecons. Turn your conveyance and go back the way you came. There is nothing for you here. It's a devil out of Hades. Hades isn't a place. Excuse me, sir. My name is Jacob Lee Bonaventure, and I believe I may have business with your employer. Do you refer to Megatron? If that is indeed his name, I seek an arrangement mutually beneficial to us both. Then follow me. The way that I'm going to call him Rumble until I know. But he looks like Charlie, the robot that was from one of the Scooby-Doo episodes from back in the 60s. Well, it would have been the 70s probably by that point. Like 69 to the 70s. It was like he was like a renegade robot just running around an amusement park. That's kind of what his face looks like. Megatron is currently powered down. State your intentions to me, human, says Starscream. Well, Mr. Starscream, did you even say your name? How do you know what his name is? I am the industrialist, a man of commerce. I used my considerable resources to locate your operation here. Your recent seizure of funds from the federal government indicates a need for funds on your part. I am here to offer a partnership in exchange for venture capital and material. We have need of an intermediary. Secrecy is important to us. I shall serve as your discreet agent in all affairs involving, well, human beings. Are you aware of our long-term plans, Bonaventure? I am not. My primary interest is in the advances in science and engineering you offer. Oh, there's Astrotrain. He looks like a weird bat with just who's a train. We are from the stars, and we come here to lift you from the drudgery and animal labor of your world. You see before you the first of many manufacturing facilities. Is Astrotrain not going to be sentient? Soon, and with your aid, the Earth will become as our homeworld of Cybertron, a technoarchy, ruled by efficiency, logic, mathematics, and science. And profit. Oh, Lord. Let us not disregard the benefits of profit. I understand your... Okay, so now we're back at Merryweather's house. I understand your ingratitude. And yeah, I can't say the word. Anyway, San Francisco. I can barely credit it myself, though I saw it with my own eyes. A race of mechanical beings seek to conquer our planet. And how the hell would you dare try to combat them? Absolute nonsense, Muldoon. Tobias, is it a fever you suffer from? I only wish it were, Kitty. Your father may be right. I may be mad. But I'm going to sip this tea from the tiniest ass cup you got. Let us not rush to regard your sanity as lost, son. Perhaps you merely saw something beyond your ability to fully reckon. I am grateful of your kindness, Mr. Twain, only that sounds like an approaching train. Hopelessly mad. Oh, it's Ravage. Ravage. He busted through the window. Kitty, get down. Kitty, they found me. So they sent him out. Of course they did. Godfrey Daniel. That was it. I may have to remember that one. So there's some truth to this, lads. Fantastic. Some truth? You're literally being attacked by what he said. A most entertaining evening, as it turns out. Twain, that chair ain't gonna help. This ain't a lion. It's not possible. Is it a trick of some sort? Dear Lord. It just smashed through the floor, I think. It is no illusion, Father. Tobias, monsters are quite real. Or Tobias's monsters are quite real. Get yourselves to safety, Kitty. So, okay, so he's getting some swords off the wall now. Oh, and a shield. Okay. Or just the shield. I will do what I might to cover your retreat. Madness, I have lost my senses. If seeing clockwork pumas is a symptom of dementia. Wait, they know about dementia in the 1800s? I didn't know about that. Then we are all bound for Bedlam, sir. Tobias, your fellow stands before that critter like Horatio at the bridge. I don't know. I only know Horatio Crunch. The fake captain on the Captain Crunch box. He comes bashing. That shield didn't last long, but what were we expecting? Tobias, oh my dear. Cough, cough. I did little more than anger it further, I fear. What can we do, Mr. Twain? Do, Merryweather? For myself, I plan on enjoying this fine chariot, or charrot. Oh, well, there goes the front door. Not merely for pleasure, but for purpose. The creature is momentarily thwarted as the home fills with gas. Wait, what? Are they he gonna blow up the fucking place with that cigar, isn't he? The merest ember might improve our chances of survival. Run! Oh, and he did. He just like, there you go, fucker. Well, Yeah, it flies off into wherever the hell that is. And he freaking he's like down on the ground. He's like, well, my back hurts an awful lot. I think I'll light me another stogie. Yes. Flavor country. Take that, you dirty metal critter. It's so casual, this man. I swear, I love you, Twain. Okay, so he's landed in the water, so he won't be out for long, I imagine. It's true. It's all true. All of my resources are at your disposal, my son. We'll call out the army. I'll telegraph the president. By God. So Tobias is like, thanks, Mr. Merriweather. Call me father, because this kid is yours. You weren't lying. You ain't as crazy as I thought. But telegraphing the president, is he like Mr. Warbucks? Or, yeah, it was Warbucks from Annie. They were like best friends with the president. Like, and that was still ridiculous. Have you ever seen such a sight, Van Fleet? Oh, we're getting back with Van Fleet. Okay. Can't say I have, Mr. Bonaventure. Oh, was Bonaventure his boss then? Machines building machines, not a sign of human labor. No sleep, no slowdowns, no payroll. Who knew that little yellow locomotive would lead to this, sir? Uh-oh. Oh, God, they heard that. Yellow locomotive, you say? Says Starscream. Tell me more, human. Also, Starscream looking more barbaric in this panel. It was a black and yellow steam engine. Showed up out of nowhere. I reported it to Mr. Bonaventure, and it was nowhere on our books. We set the Pickertons on it, and they turned up a teamster train hauling goods to the back end of beyond to here. Oh, so that's how they... Okay, that explains why you ended up there, then. Okay. Bumblebee, the Autobots are active. Or activated. Squawk Box. Oh, I forgot about Squawk Box. Yes, Starscream. Get on the wire to all Decepticons. The Autobots are among us. Uh-oh, what's going on here? There's a Decepticon or somebody there. And there's just a lone dude on a horse. They transformed and scared the shit out of his horse. Now he's on the run. So what was the point of that? And now we're back at the rail camp. When John Henry... Oh, God, they're singing the frickin' folk song. I ain't singing it. When John Henry was a little baby, no bigger than the palm of your hand, his daddy looked down at Johnny's and said, my baby's gonna be a steel driving man. Lord, I don't want to sing this, no. Oh. When John Henry was a little child sitting on his daddy's knee, he picked up a hammer and a spike of steel. Where would he have gotten such things? You boys are putting me off my feed with that music. That dag song gonna be the death of me. And said this hammer is gonna be the death of me. Lord, this hammer is gonna be the death. Oh, Lord. He's like, shut up, or I'll be driving you into the ground. John Henry? Oh, so Bumblebee's coming probably to tell him about the Decepticons, I imagine. I heard music, John. Music? I thought a cat got his tail caught in the coal bin door. I came to say goodbye, John. Oh. You leaving for home, Bumblebee? That's not possible, my friend. We have located our enemies, the Decepticons. They are up to their old ways. We have intercepted telegraphic messages between them and binary codes. Binary? So we are off to continue our war against them. I may not return. From what you told me, all of us flesh and blood folks got a stake in this too. I never let a man fight my fights for me. You just let me get my hammer, friend. You're gonna need some muscle with your iron. Well, that's nice and all, but like, that ain't gonna happen. It wouldn't work at all. I mean, I guess the best he could do is he could like maybe drive a freaking, like railroad spike into like the boilers of like the Decepticons and like have them start losing pressure and they start powering down. Maybe that's something he could do. Or damage them in some ways where maybe their joints don't work that well. You keep hammering away at them. Move your laser bones. Was it? What? John, the sun ain't even near up. We're moving to another job site, Brawley. We ain't been paid, John. This ain't about wages, Cletus. Jumpin' Jiminy's, what? Oh, so now we've got, I don't know who that is on the far left, but we've got, now that one there might be, because that's Ironhide. That, the one on the, yeah, I don't know who that is on the far left. Then we got Ironhide, then we got Bumblebee, and then we've got what I can only assume is Ratchet. We're riding east with a new rail gang. Get your bundles and come on aboard. Oh, I like that panel though. Okay, here comes the cavalry. Company halt. Oh, okay, so this is probably Merryweather's doing then. This is what we're looking for? The place looks like it's kind of been abandoned. Not a soul about. Quinn Cannon. Yes, sir. Such a name. Look for a telegraph line somewhere and inform Sacramento. Whatever chickens they're looking for have flown the coop. Okay, now we've got a train. The cavalry found your railhead and factory, Tobias, but no sign of your... Oh, okay, so this is like the private train of Merryweather then. No sign of your steel giants. Then they've completed their engine and will be heading east. There's no track laid east of there, son. They'll build one, Mr. Twain, and with a speed you cannot imagine. Their sheer industry is astounding. They can join the Nevada Pacific line here near Benton. That will give them continuous rail all the way to the Empire State. Okay, and we see them working. So they're just... Oh my god, one of them is just a freaking... Like the signals and stuff for trains. I love it. Also, that looks like Megatron. Kind of. That rail will serve to carry them to what they desire most, the unlimited energy they need to exert dominance over our world. If we allow them to reach New York, they will be near invincible. And there is Astrotrain. And I think he's got a couple Decepticons attached to him. I don't know which is which, though. I have seen the extent of their amazing abilities and their tireless manufacture. We stop their train's progress or surrender our will to their mechanical ministry. Oh Lord, he's singing the damn song. So, oh wait, I think it's a new version. So John Henry was rolling eastward, highballing down the Denver line. He had his hammer and his newfound friends, saying, "Gotta get me to New York on time. Lord, gotta get me on Lord." God damn, man, that freaking that cigar is gonna burn your face off. Okay, so they load. Okay, so half the Autobots are probably just cars that are loaded up with what I assume is coal. Because, like, loading up something fierce, it looks like. Let's see here. Bumblebee was an engine forged from Pittsburgh iron. No, he wasn't. Had a furnace for a heart and a belly full of coal, and he'd win or he'd die trying. Lord, oh Lord, he'd win. To be continued. Okay. Really nothing interesting here other than some like alternate artwork stuff, but nothing really new. Okay. I'm wondering, is Astrotrain just like their... Are they just off-moded him just to be transport, or is he actually going to like transform and become a sentient being? I don't know. But anyway, okay, we've got... I don't know who that's supposed to be. Is that Megatron? I can't... Oh, that might be Astrotrain in his robot form then. Because it's like we got like a robotic silhouette kind of deal. And then we've got him in train form. And the color scheme does match up. So yeah, and there's Tobias. They've just got like a massive cannon on one of these cars. Interesting. Okay, so the one that kind of has like a knight looking V bit is Ratchet after all. So one of them was Ratchet. And he is a medical boxcar. Makes sense, makes sense. I figured he couldn't be much else. So that works. Let's see. Any more info? Nope. And I assume like Ironhide probably a very similar thing, because they were basically the same vehicle like back in the 80s. Let's see here. Okay, we've got the cavalry and the army and everything. They've laid up a brigade. Somehow they knocked over frickin' boxcars to further up that defense, and they've got a cannon right on the tracks. 40 miles west of Bent's Mill in the Arizona Territory. Our orders are to hold here, men. Hold to the last. That's our target, an unauthorized and unscheduled eastbound train. Prepare the cannon and fire. Lord Almighty, prepare and... He just blew right through them. Well, that... It's a devil train out of... Perdenton? I don't know. They'll have joined the main line out of Sand Pass in Nevada. If their figuring is right, they'll be making for the Western Pacific line. Okay, now we're back with Merriweather's train. And from there, the Central Pacific and East. Kindly keep your pessimism to yourself, Mr. Clement. A hand with a shovel would be more useful. Okay, so that's the coal shoveler engineer that was saying the first line then. Even highballing like this, it'll be Satan to pay to catch them up. We'll burn this steam wagon out long before then, Tobias. We must so that was Tobias up there in the front. So Clement is the only engineer then, really. We must catch up with the mechanized monsters, and we must be vigilant. They are adept at concealment. Well, son, did they look anything like that? Oh God, what is on the other end of the track? Okay, so we've got the Autobots, and they're loading up on water. That whole back thing was just freaking a water tank. Good Lord. And they're loading up on coal. From where are you bound, man? Not certain. Okay, so they're actually seeing Bumblebee and stuff. Like I said, those color schemes are what gives them away more than anything. Not certain that it's any of their affair, sir. Then I shall make it so. I'm just paid to shift coal, mister. Do not play me for a fool. Tobias Muldoon, and this is Mr. Samuel Clement. John Henry's my name. That matters little. My concern is with your rolling stock. I've never seen it like this. He knows John Henry? More wonders. What? Oh no. Bumblebee, why did you just transform into these people that you don't even... We are the Autobots. You know of us? Do you know our mission? You're not Decepticons. You're not the same as Starscream and the others. And the rest are Transformers like, he said Starscream, trigger words. We are pursuing them with the aim of stopping their progress to New York. I suggest we join forces. A living machine with its own will, its own thoughts. So, frickin' Twain has about lost it. He's losing that cigar too. Join us, Tobias Muldoon and friend. We're rolling for Brigham City. To head them off at Jasper's, or to head them Jaspers off. And the freaking dude in the damn station is like, what the hell going on here? We will join you to Utah or Ruination. Dang, I never believed it machines that talk. Mr. Bonaventure needs to know that. Aw, shit, you work for him? Mechanized giants taking coal in Welton, Nevada. Stop. This telegram was sent only an hour ago, Van Fleet. What's our next move, Mr. Bonaventure? You're on the line north of us. Or they're on the line north of us. They will have only one opportunity to catch up to us. Okay, so they're on the cannon car. I'm certain Starscream has prepared for this eventuality. Okay. Oh my god, we've got a freaking airship now. Not a flying machine, an airship. They're inflating it from one of the cars. What are they about now, sir? The inventiveness of these Decepticons is endless. Or limitless. A never-ending genesis of gears and machines and devices. Dude, you are crazy as fuck looking right now. But with this development, they surpassed themselves. Wait, who's this guy? Oh my god, that's strapped to his back. Wait, who? Are you Cyclonus? Or are you Scourge? I think it might be Cyclonus. I can hardly credit what is happening around us. So he's transforming into the dirigible, basically. Or not the dirigible, it's a blimp, really. Let's see. A world of intelligent machines existing hidden amongst us. A war raging with the fate of human and nature at stake. And now he's like full-on airship now. That's still pretty cool. I like it. I'm not sure who that was, Scourge or Cyclonus, though. Okay, so we're seeing that there isn't just Bumblebee pulling it. There seems to be another one of the Autobots that turned into a locomotive and is in the back pushing. So we've got two cars. One, I assume, that might be Ironhide, and then one of them might be like Hauler, and then the other, I say that's his name, I don't actually know. Is it Brawn or Hauler or something like that? And then the other one would be Ratchet. But I would have figured there would have been more of them, actually. It's as if in a matter of mere days the world has become a stranger to me. Father? Less talk and more call. We must match Bumblebee's speed. Do you have children, Mr. Twain? Blessed? I am blessed with a daughter as well, Mr. Merriweather. Blessed? I must confess, sir, it amuses me to see a robber baron such as yourself shifting coal. I mean, it's like, we gotta take shifts or otherwise they'd all be exhausted. You've seen these Decepticons, Tobias? Let's see. Oh, Ironhide is the first, he's the first main wagon that isn't coal related. Okay. Because it actually has his name on the side. So then the second one is Ironhide. Not Ironhide, Ratchet. Bah. I have, John. They're different from your Autobot friends. As is a kitten from a Bengal tiger. Thomas Edison has completed an electrical generator facility in New York. Oh, wait. Isn't that the one in Niagara Falls? I think it was Westinghouse that did that. Should those monsters reach that source of unlimited power, then they will readily witness that difference. Then we'll have to make sure they don't reach the big city, says John. John Henry, you gotta look skyward. Jumpin' Jiminy's. I'm guessing it's probably Starscream. Oh, no, wait, it's probably Cyclonus. Yeah. They got a machine that can fly. And it can shoot. Oh god, they're dropping like landmines, spiked landmines. There are bombs. One of them strikes us, we're dead for sure. More steam, Cletus. Yup. Our only prayer is to outrun that horror. Should those bombardments strike the tunnel to our front, we will be trapped on this section and at the mercy of those contraptions. Kitty! Kitty! Why is she looking out? So, he's trying to get to her. I think Ironhide. Why do I keep wanting to say Ironside? Ironhide is transforming. The car alters itself to a weapon. Have at them, sir. The name is Ironhide. Well done, Ironhide. Okay, so he shot the thing down, so that's good, whichever one it is, and he's still trying to get to Kitty. Traveling across the top. Tobias! Will you kindly seek cover, Miss Merriweather? Please, daughter, huh? Well, Cyclonus just blew up. We're still in grave danger. Kitty! I thought I'd lost you, Tobias. Never that easy, my dear. If those two don't end up together, I'll be surprised. I mean, it already seemed like before, like, the submarine fiasco, the two of them were going to be together and everything. Because, I mean, he's on a first-name basis with her, for God's sakes. I mean, likely it's a nickname still, but that's even more so. Looks to me like you've gained a son-in-law from all this, Merriweather, and I could not be more pleased. Aw. He approves. That's great. You hear that? I hear it. And I don't like it. Okay, what are they hearing? It's probably our plane, boys. Oh shit, the whole damn tunnel's being blown up on the top of the mountain. Uh-oh, it collapsed one of the trains. Oh wait, there's Prowl. Interesting. And there's Ratchet. The tunnel's closed off. What in tarnation was that? Let's get to work clearing that opening. Oh, there's Starscream. We've stopped them cold, Starscream. Prepare the guns and fire again. And fret over what caused it later. Okay, so that I read some of that out of order. My mistake. Okay. Good Lord, is that Prowl? No, that one has to be. I don't know which one's Prowl, actually. But I assume that's Prowl. Because he's not like a medical car. Boxcar. He just has a freaking like a steam stack coming off of his back. Like, that's so stupid. Take caution not to collapse the tunnel. There are humans trapped inside, as well as our brother Autobots. Okay, that has to be like Brawn or whatever over there. He must have been like the coal car or something. Like, I don't know who else he could have been. Uh-oh, missiles coming in. That high whistling noise. More of them, cannon shells on the way. Oh, Brawn took the hit. Them Decepticons are set on blowing us to pieces. We gotta do something. Indeed we do, John Henry. John, where are you heading? Me and Bumblebee are just gonna cut them Jaspers off. What do? Add a new verse to that song of yours. Oh. So him and Bee are riding off. We have ended their pursuit. We roll on. Not without us, Mr. Starscream. Next up, New York City. And nothing to stop us. A new age, Von Fleet. Where Jacob Lee Bonaventure at its scion. Oh, there's two sets of tracks. Bumblebee, that Astrotrain is on the grating below. Are you certain of this, John Henry? I laid this track, friend. I know every foot of it. How would he not Can you not see, Bumblebee? Or have sensors? We join the Central Pacific Main Line ahead. There's a break siding just beyond. That infernal yellow locomotive. It's getting the best of us, Mr. Bonaventure. Pour on the steam, Bumblebee. Yeah, he's gonna hit the track, the switch track with his hammer, and he did. No. The sign was set train slow, coming off the high grade. Weird, one of those cars has an SS on it and wings. Interesting. I actually kind of wonder how much of this, like, are half of these like individual transformers or not? Well, anyway, he's flying off the frickin' cliff, but it ain't nowhere near long enough to stop a highball and heavy freight. Oh, they're transforming. There was actually quite a lot of cars in that. Let's see, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10 of them. And I hope they hit every rock on the way down. Oh wait, I missed a thing. Now that the Decepticons heading for the Yappa in a hurry, and I hope they hit every rock on the way down. Almost there. Anyone there? Here, friend. Okay, so they came back. John, got them out with everyone's help. But where have the Autobots gone? Back to their rest now that their enemies have been defeated. They'll carry on. Wait. Oh, this is the end of it? Really? I didn't realize how far into the issue I was. They'll carry on their fighting another time, I reckon. There they are. Wait. Oh, for a minute there, I thought they were in different forms. In the years long from now, in a world none of us can imagine. Is that Hound? That almost looks like Hound. But it's not. There's one that has to be like Ratchet, but that might be Hound actually. And then that's Prowl. That's Brawn or whatever. There's Bumblebee and there's Ironhide. And that's the end of it. So that's the end of that now. But yeah. So that all got interesting. I would have loved if there was more to this. Like, this could have gone on, like, I think Evolutions, the title, was supposed to be like, you get like new iterations of different time periods. Like, we've seen the 80s, we've seen like, I think the 90s as well, but the early 2000s especially. We've seen like mid 2000s, late 2000s, 2010s era. We've now seen like the 1800s, but like given like, and we've seen Beast Wars in a prehistoric, or not, yeah, like it was just straight up prehistoric times, everything. The dinosaurs had already perished, and all that. So yeah, I don't know what other time periods they could go. Maybe like the early 1900s or something, like when cars and stuff are now more prevalent or even existing at that point, really. So that could be cool if there was more to this. Or this story could have gone on, because I feel like the Decepticons wouldn't have been taken out that easily. Like, sure, they fell down a canyon and everything, but I doubt they all died. They could easily, like, one or two of them, I mean, like I said, there was like 10 cars at least, and that didn't even, we don't even know what happened to like Starscream and Megatron, and we didn't get to see Optimus at all. It's like, that's kind of suck. This really could have gone on way longer than it did, to be a bit more satisfying story, but I think they had to wrap it up. Didn't even get to see art of what Megatron and Optimus would have even looked like. That's sad. That makes me sad, Prime. But anyway. Okay, so basically Astrotrain was a non-sentient vehicle. He had all the sentient vehicles hooked up to him, though. He was interesting. Cyclonus was an interesting design as well. Too bad we didn't really get to see too much from him, sadly. And then he immediately dies in like his first interaction, so that's also a thing. I assume it was Cyclonus. It could have been Scourge as well. I think it's Scourge. But yeah, things like that. So, But yeah, that was that. Overall, just like last time, art was appealing. Sometimes the faces were a little off. I like the inclusion of like the or just the interaction between the characters. I already said like I like the literary minds of the day kind of having a bit of play into the story, you know, really just utilizing that time period the best they could. You know, from the technology, the environments, the aesthetics of the humans, the technology that was available. It just Wild Wild West meets Transformers, and I love it. But yeah, just that conclusion was just a little bit underwhelming. But like I said, they probably had to wrap it up. Like they probably weren't making enough sales or anything, and that's why I think this is the only Evolution title, which is sad. But maybe in the future. I know they're still doing like Transformer comics and stuff, so like we might see something in the future, just maybe not of this continuity. But then again, it could be its own continuity. They don't even have to even reference previous time periods if they don't want to. So, but yeah, overall, turned from Beast Wars kind of to not really Beast Wars because that's like way in the future, but still, it kind of felt like it in the very beginning of all of this. But then, you know, we shift to like the industrial era of humanity where we're really kicking off things, you know, making railways and all that. And yeah, character interactions. Tobias got the girl, Miss Kitty, so that's nice. And with his father-in-law basically being like, as far as we know, like the richest man in this story, that's and he's influential because he could actually contact the president to get the military on board with this, even though sadly that didn't pan out. But what were we expecting? It's the frickin' military versus super advanced robots. So, yeah, it wasn't going to work out for them anyway. It's just like when the cops show up when there's like a supernatural threat or something, or a sci-fi threat. It's like, it never goes well. Why do they keep trying? If anything, they should be using, you know, like hit and run tactics mixed with just keeping civilians out of the way until someone who actually can deal with the threat actually show up, which usually is the case in those scenarios as well. But yeah, so John kind of got the killing blow, so to speak, because he knew the rail line because he had laid it. So he knew that there was a switch track and that there was a slowdown rail for when they come from the high grade, and it would slow them down. But it's not a long one, you know, but normally he ain't supposed to be going like a bat out of hell. So like he hit with his hammer, and it's like they kind of like Back to the Future 3 that whole train. So gotta love it. But yeah, I don't really think there's much more I can say about it. I love the designs and everything. Shockwave sadly didn't get as much. Like I said, it felt there had to have been more, but they sadly got canceled. So, but yeah, overall, it was a nice product. It at least had an ending for the most part. So I can't really begrudge them. They worked with what they had, and it's just the public wasn't buying. But anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. I'm on the road to 500 subs, so if you can help out, please do. I want to hit 500 by the end of the year. So, yeah. Links down below for this comic and also all of my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live, part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Keechlings, we have hit the end of the line, folks. Good day and good night.